I want you to find the difference between these two shots. One was filmed in 2020 and another one was filmed 1 year ago. Absolutely different continents, absolutely different time, absolutely different level of experience. Or what about these two? Can you find the difference between them? In that video, we're going to break down what is the right way to use your visual language while creating films. I'm going to give you a concrete step-by-step guide that you can apply right after that video. If you're still concerned about your unique image or your artistic language, I would highly recommend you to watch last two videos on my channel. In the first one, I share how I found the connection between the topic I'm making films about and my first memory. I used to think that taste is something that formed by consistently watching films, creating films, writing stories, holding the camera and pointing it on different objects. And this is partially true, but there is something underneath the reference. In the second video, we're exploring how to find repetitive patterns in your work and find out what they actually mean. Then ask yourself, ask others, but you need to find out what you cannot say with words, but what you are saying with the things you show. So the first video was grounding the topic of visual language and its connection to your childhood. The second one was about observation, to find where exactly you see it in your works. And the third one, which you're watching right now, is the video about how do you apply your visual language or your unique image on your future works. Okay, let's see what physically happened on each shot. Here, for example, the woman entered the space near the sea and stood there. Then we see a very abstract shot with her and the water on the background. Okay, so a little bit abstract. Another one, she lays there and around her the flowers, around her the water and all the nature that surrounds it. Okay, let's look at the third one. It is way further experimental. And here we don't even try to hide or contextualize what's happening in the frame. Okay, three very different works. Something is similar between them, and we actually see the difference. From the outside they look identical, but one of them contains the whole film's meaning. Meanwhile, another one is just aesthetically attractive. I started making this mistake the day when I found out that I have a visual language, the day I found that I have a visual style. A kind of brand image that is connected only to me and my director's style. Until the day you find that image, you used it because the scene needed it. After that, you're using an image just because you know that it is yours. And then, the role of it in the whole film becomes meaningless. Wes Anderson refuses to watch imitations on himself. And he says, I don't want to look at it, because God knows, I could then start doing it. Shot 1. The character is in the water, because it's the whole narrative. It carries so much sense to deliver her psychology and the way how she feels herself and symbolize so many things about her. Shot 2. The character is in the water because this is the whole dramaturgy of the film. Because this is the starting point for her transformation. And because this is the place where she doesn't reach the catharsis by the end of the story. Shot number 3. She's at the sea. Cut it, film doesn't change. The whole story ended already multiple times in the hotel. She already died there. But it's there just because it is attractive. And for me, and maybe for you. And because I know that this image is mine. When the image stops answering to the story and starts answering to your reputation, it isn't style anymore. A shot that serves the film, you can never remove. But the shot that serves you, only you will miss. Now I'm giving you a practical guide. That guide helps you to realize whether the story needs the image or the image has to be gone. Number 1. The removal test. After having the image on the timeline for a while, remove it. And then rewatch the sequence. If something is missing and you feel like you cut out an important narrative part, then it makes sense to bring it back. But be careful to double check if only you are missing something here or if the story is in need of that. Ask others to watch the same sequence with the shot in and shot removed. And only then you will know whether it's needed to be there or not. Number 2, the one sentence test. Say what the shot does to the story without saying I, my style, it's me, my signature. If only reason you can give starts with I always, cut it. That has to be gone. Number 3, the surprise test. Here you have to ask yourself whether the image arrived during the shooting or whether it was planned beforehand. The ones that arrived during the production are usually earned. Inquire if the image appeared during work or if it was planned beforehand, just because it's expected of you. The images that come unexpectedly are often earned, while those that are scheduled in advance usually serve as a crutch. This is why Anderson refuses to do while saying that he doesn't want to watch the copy or imitation of his work, because he still wants to be surprised by himself. Then give the film the whole workflow I described. Find in your sequence every time your image appears, and then run all 3 tests on it. And keep what passes and cut what doesn't. It might take you days or weeks, or you might come back to it again and again. As long as your post-production goes, you can think about it as many times as you can. And that's important, that you test those things out and you cut off everything what is unnecessary. Because in cinema, realizing that a director stole your time as a viewer is the most harmful thing. I hate the boring, long films with the shots that don't add meaning for the story I'm saying. But what you need to know is that with this kind of approach, your films will not get on the category A film festivals. So up to now, everything was about how you're cutting off the shots. But from now on, I'm gonna tell you how to use your visual signature as a weapon. The core idea is simple and surprising. Treat your visual signature as money. Every time it appears, it loses a little of its power. Put the C in every scene you have, and by the end, audience stops noticing it. By the end, it's just a wallpaper. Hold it back, and by the end, you can spend all of it in once, in the moment which matters. If your image is everywhere, it means nothing. But when you make the audience wait for it, it has an insane power. And now the technique step by step. Before you edit, find the moment in the film toward which everything builds. This is the peak moment, a peak emotional beat. Towards each, everything what you see before is made for. Reserve your signature image for that moment. And everywhere else, deliberately starve the film of it. And shoot these scenes in the way which is least like you. And the moment when the image arrives, the audience has such a relief, like they were waiting for it, not realizing that. And this is the moment when it kicks in and surprises. Now, Midnight Lacrimosa, the film where I actually held back that signature, because the meaning of it is getting opened by the end of the film. It arrives right before the bathtub scene. Why the bathtub scene happens? Because under the ice of the water, the male character is getting killed. This is why before she was appearing at the sea, so later he, being consumed by water and the ice, can finally reunite her. Even if it's not happening in that world, they still get a chance to get back together. And water serves exactly this meaning. And I kept the sea out of the whole film, so the shot with the bathtub, when they both are getting near the water, finally means something. And at the same time appears as my own signature. What is important here is the signature that you can put away is a tool, but the signature which you cannot stop using is a habit. And the tool is never an image. The tool is having a control over the image and the ability to decide when it appears. Open your last project tonight. Run the tests I explained to you and find your image that appears in the film, how many times it happens. When I did it to my own films, I cut the shots that I've been proud of. They were always the uncomfortable ones. Your style isn't an image you repeat. It is knowing where to leave it out.